Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you might be. Shield Destroyer. So, obviously, you probably heard that, well, I don't know, people on my channel probably haven't. But, apparently, the press, the media, the pushers of the story, the writers of the scripts for the actors, such as Trump, such as Starmer, such as people like Tommy Robinson, pretty much anyone who's making people believe, right? It's really just another religious priest, somebody there who's standing up, doing, talking, to sell bullshit, right? It's a new way to, compared to the old medieval way, say religion, get them all with the religion, get them to go to war based on, which god in the sky allegedly has got the biggest cock, really, innit? Back in the day it was, whoa, we're Catholics, our God's got the biggest cock, and, they go, no, we're Muslims, our God's got the biggest cock, no, we're Jews, our God's got the biggest cock. Now they do it based on just land, right? Just a flag. Our people, our flag is the best, and I hate any, how dare that flag say, they'll tell you a flag saying something, really, and they'll just give you an actor to hate, right? Because as long as you've got someone to hate, you'll then turn on a whole country, right? You turn on a whole country, you turn on a whole religion, you turn on a whole whatever they want you to, right? But yeah, so they're saying that obviously he's got a fleet of ships going towards Iran, but this is like Iran says its fingers are on the trigger as Trump sends very big powerful ships to region, right? Very big powerful ships. Yes, we're sending some very big, powerful ships. I mean, Iran, don't know how Iran speaks, but it says, our fingers are on the trigger. Yeah, what? I mean, this is supposed to be the people who are in control and, of all the people under their country, looking after them, making sure. And they go, Trump, our fingers are on the trigger, and Trump says, I've sent some very big, powerful ships to the region. Oh, you know what I mean? I mean, it just shows you how pathetic and how baby talk to the majority, right? Because the majority are baby minds, right? They don't think for themselves. They've got their little rattle. They're in their, the majority of people are little babies. They're little, little toddlers. That's the way they're seen by the mass media, the people who control the world, right? Because they've psychologically brought the majority of people up to be exactly that way with their education system, their lack of actual real knowledge, just feeding garbage into the mind with their media, with their televisions, with their computer games. Universities, getting people to believe they're smart because they just learn absolute shit in university for however many years. Give them a bit of paper, and give them a black cape and a fucking stupid hat. Let them throw it in the air and they believe they're clever. That's as simple as it is, isn't it? So that's why they speak to them so stupidly, right? But a lot of people here, I mean, I've just put media controls the agendas, the acting cast of 6 soul sellers deliver the lines, right? Which is all it is. But a lot of people here seem to think it's all about releasing the Epstein files, right? It's all stories like this, and just to to keep your mind away from the Epstein files. I mean, it's the media that put the Epstein files out there, people. It's another, they're using it to manipulate the people's minds. Like they use media, just every story to manipulate the people's minds, right? The fact we're still in a world where the child, the toddler, still goes and votes, still believes in the system of politricks, right? Still believes that government are there to save them. Should tell you a lot about how people still aren't really anywhere close to getting how the real world works, the reality of what's really going on. And certainly the lack of concern about how it's gonna how events that they're telling you about, but they're gonna bring into force to affect your lives. The story is there to eventually massively affect your life, of course. War with Iran, war with Russia, war with the war is going to turn into a world war, which is really what they're just slowly building it up for the minds, right? So when World War comes, they'll still stick with their little flag and pretend that they're the good people, right? It's you've got Nipah virus. We saw they all reacted. All the little toddlers, the little babies, acted. Men, little toddlers, right? They're not men. They're little toddlers. That's why they all put on muzzles. Didn't protect their families. In fact, quite the opposite. Told all their families to stick needles in their arms, and drugs jacking up is good for you, right? Based on nothing other than a fucking media story and a load of polytrickster actors standing on stages on their televisions telling them, oh yeah, you should do this, but none of the people who are on the stages, they then told you the little actors on the stages didn't actually do any of what they were telling you to do themselves, right? So you've got a lot going on all at once at the moment, and it's all coming in 2026, right? It's all being pushed January 2026, first month. So they're telling you something about what's going to be happening this year, how bad things are really going to get. And it amazes me that the toddlers out there still want to stay toddlers. They still, it's a choice, isn't it? They choose to stay toddlers. They choose to have daddy government, and they choose to look up to daddy government and go, oh, good you go, but I'm the cute one, good you go, because that's really what they all want to be. That's why they're all taking selfies, right? Because they all think they're the cute one. They're the, little government's, it don't matter. Whatever goes on, government's going to go, good you go to me, right? You've got the monetary system about to massively crash on, by design, because they want to bring in a digital currency. They're telling everybody, you'll be happy, you'll own nothing can be happy in 2030, right there. Yeah, which means they're going to take your houses off of you. Your everything you own is now going to be theirs. Your cars are already registered to the Royals, to the DVLA, right? It's not registered to you. The King owns all of your cars if you've registered it, right? The houses, are really owned by the banks. Even if you've paid off your mortgage, you've still got to pay a council to live in that house, right? You've still got to pay them a monthly fee to say, please, sir, can I live in this house? So who do you really think owns your house, right? Or the land that it's on, right? And then, and just to not, you think about just saying like VAT, 20%. So 20% of profit. So if a company's making £1 million in profit, right? Just profit for you just paid VAT, the Vatican, really, right? But you can call it value added tax if you want. But you've just paid the Vatican or VAT. How much? £1 million. You've just paid them £200,000, right? So you think, so I go to work, most people go to work, average wage in the UK is 35 grand a year, I'm guessing, right? The Vatican, whatever, don't have to do fuck all in that company, and they get 200 grand. I mean, how does that sound to you? And that's without the actual tax man taking his bit, right? That's just the VAT on the profit. You're working your nuts off, and somebody, and let me make it very clear, it's somebody who's massively profiting, not just from that one company, but all the others that are VAT registered, right? And then you got the tax man and other families. That's really what it is, right? And all they got to do is pay a few people 50 grand a year, 60 grand a year to do the job of collecting it, stealing it, taking it. And they get all of that for just paying a few people to do the dirty jobs, right? And I can't tell you enough about just saying I'm doing my job. It's no fucking good, people. If you're a policeman stealing from people every day, finding them because another man says it's okay, you're a fucking dirty thief, and it goes on your soul. It's not the ones who make the rules, who solves it on people. That's exactly how they get away with it. They tell other people, here, we'll pay you 30 grand a year, copper, pig. Don't worry, you're going to make us millions a year, but you're going to get paid 30 grand a year, right? And we're going to tell you it's okay to go and steal from people, right? Based on rules and regulations that we decide. If they break them, you can steal from them, right? 30 grand a year for you, 100 million pounds for us, dickhead. And you're the one selling your soul for the 30 grand because you're the one who's actually stealing it, right? Doctors dealing drugs. Fucking hell, you know what I mean? What? Because a man says it's okay to deal the drugs, you think it's alright. Oh, it's legal. It's very, very baby-minded, isn't it? When someone just says, well, if it's legal, it's okay. And if they say it's illegal, it's not. If it's legal, I can do it with... but you can do it in the world of the dead that we're living in, right? And feel like you're getting away with it because nobody's going to arrest you for it. And you're not going to do your time in this world. But, karma, your soul, you see what I'm saying? Well, you think fucking dealing drugs to fucking children, getting everyone addicted to all these fucking drugs out there is good. Come on, people, right? Fucking bailiffs, you cunts. You know what I mean? I can carry on with how many fucking jobs out there now. I'm just doing my job. People in the fucking HMRC, right, who are fucking doing housing benefits and deciding it's all about the purse. Just doing your job, making people suffer. The more stress, with every bit of stress you put on another, right, you take your soul. Through dirty fucking actions, and you all believe that fucking you're all religious and God loves you, and all there's a man in the sky. You got no idea about the reality of this fucking realm and what happens after death, have you? Because you're still being fed by the fucking ones who are keeping your babies, boys and girls, isn't it? But here we go, right? We're going with 2026, people. It's coming to a big pile of shit very quickly. I can promise you that. You thought 2020 was bad. That was just a fucking a test. Get everything in place for what's coming 2026. 2021 sticking the needles in the arms. Well, I mean, they might be on a 5-year charge, innit? 5 years later, all of a sudden, a lot of people get mass fucked by whatever they stuck in their arm. I don't know, but that would be what I'd be more worried about than anything right now, because they want mass depopulation, that's for sure. 100% they want mass depopulation, and I can't imagine a better way than they would have got it but than 2021, when everyone was so smart listening to their televisions and their lovely poly tricksters that they all vote for. You vote for them, you ask for it, didn't you? You know what I mean? If you're stupid enough to vote and think that government care about you, and they should, in this world of freedom, of animals being free, they should people should be governed. That's your own fucking idiocy, isn't it? Your own disgrace for hating freedom so much. But good luck, everybody. I'm just pointing it out. If you don't like it, if you're getting a bit like, I can understand you're a toddler, you're a baby, cry. Say it in the comments. If you're new into this channel and you just come across it and you're like, what's this guy on about? It's making me uncomfortable. I love the people on the TV news and the politics. Cry in the comments, mate. Go on. Get it out. Throw your little fucking dummy out the pram, you fucking weak, pathetic imbecile. Cheers, guys.